Before we begin, just breathe. You don't have to figure out tomorrow right now. You don't have to solve what scares you. You don't have to see the whole road ahead. Just be here. Because maybe fear has been whispering lies about your future, and your heart is heavy with worry. Let the air fill your lungs slowly. Feel it enter. Feel it leave. You don't need to control what's coming. You don't need to predict every outcome. You don't need to protect yourself from every possibility. Just rest here and know that you are held. If fear about the future has been gripping you, you're not alone. If worry about tomorrow is stealing your peace today, I understand. If you lie awake at night running through worst-case scenarios, you're not faithless, you're human, and the unknown feels terrifying. There's a fear that comes when you can't see ahead, when the future feels uncertain, when stability feels fragile, when one wrong move feels like it could destroy everything. It's not just worry. It's a deep, gripping fear that won't let go. Maybe you're afraid of losing what you have, your job, your home, your health, your security, and the thought of it all falling apart keeps you awake at night. Maybe you're carrying financial fear, bills that keep coming, expenses that keep rising, income that feels uncertain, and you don't know how you'll keep up. You're trying to plan, trying to save, trying to prepare, but the fear whispers, it's not enough. What if you lose everything? What if you can't provide? What if it all collapses? Maybe you're afraid of making the wrong decision, one that could change everything. A career move, a financial choice, a relocation, a relationship. And the weight of that decision is crushing because you can't see the outcome. You don't know if it will work, and you're terrified of choosing wrong. Maybe you're afraid for your family, your children, your spouse. You want to protect them, keep them safe, give them stability. But the future feels so uncertain, and you don't know if you can. Some nights the fear feels suffocating. You sit there thinking, what if I can't hold everything together anymore? What if I can't provide? What if everything I built collapses in front of the people I love, and I have no way to fix it? That kind of fear doesn't let you breathe. It doesn't let you rest. It sits in your chest like a weight you can't remove, and you carry it alone. Maybe you're afraid of something suddenly going wrong, an illness, an accident, a loss, a crisis you can't prepare for, and the fear of that unknown disaster haunts you. Maybe you look at the world around you, the economy, the news, the instability, and it feeds your fear, makes tomorrow feel dangerous, makes the future feel dark. Maybe you've been trying to control everything, planning every detail, preparing for every scenario, trying to eliminate every risk. But no matter how much you plan, the fear remains, because you can't control the future, and that terrifies you. Maybe you're exhausted from carrying this fear, from the constant mental weight, from imagining disaster, from trying to protect yourself from things that haven't even happened. Maybe you feel alone in it. Everyone else seems fine. Everyone else seems stable. And you wonder why you're the one consumed by fear. What if everything I built disappears? What if I fail the people who depend on me? What if the future isn't safe? What if I lose my job and can't recover? What if my health fails? What if my children suffer because of my choices? What if one decision ruins everything? What if I can't protect the people I love? These thoughts circle your mind, relentless, exhausting, terrifying, and you don't know how to make them stop. But here's what I need you to hear. Fear about the future is based on things that haven't happened. It's anxiety about possibilities, not realities. And God is already in your future. He sees what you can't see. He knows what you don't know. And He's already there, preparing the way. The prophet Jeremiah wrote something that has comforted millions facing uncertain futures. God said, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. I know the plans I have for you." Not, "I might have plans," not, "I'll figure it out." I know He already knows your future, every detail, every challenge, every outcome. And His plans are good, not to harm you, but to prosper you, not to destroy you, but to give you hope and a future, even when you can't see it, even when it feels uncertain, even when fear whispers lies. God has a plan, and it's good. So in this quiet moment, let me bring your fear to Him. Father, I come to you for the one listening, the one who is afraid of tomorrow, the one carrying fear about the future, the one who lies awake imagining worst-case scenarios. Meet them here, in this fear, in this uncertainty, in this worry that won't let go. Speak peace over their anxious heart. Calm the storm of what-ifs, quiet the voices that predict disaster. Still the fear that steals their rest. Remind them that you are already in their future, that nothing coming will surprise you, that you see what they can't, and you're already working, already preparing, already making a way for those afraid of losing what they have, their job, their home, their security, their stability. Remind them that even if they lose what they have, they won't lose you, that you are their true security, their provider, their sustainer, and you will never leave them. For those carrying financial fear, worried about bills, about provision, about making ends meet, provide, not just financially, but emotionally. Give them peace in the uncertainty, trust in the waiting, and faith that you see their needs, and you will meet them. For those paralyzed by a decision, afraid of choosing wrong, afraid of ruining everything with one mistake, guide them, speak clearly, give them wisdom, and remind them that even if they choose imperfectly, you can redirect, you can course correct. They don't have to be perfect. They just have to trust you. For those afraid for their family, worried about their children, their spouse, their loved ones, surround them with your protection, not just physical, but spiritual, emotional, eternal, and give the one listening peace, that you love their family even more than they do, and you will care for them. For those who sit in the dark, carrying the crushing weight of responsibility, terrified they won't be able to hold it all together, that everything they've built will collapse, that the people they love will suffer because they couldn't provide, couldn't protect, couldn't prevent disaster. Lift that unbearable weight. Show them they were never meant to carry it alone, that you are the true provider, the true protector, the one who sustains, and you will not let them fall. For those afraid of sudden disaster, of illness, of accident, of loss they can't prepare for, break the grip of that fear, replace it with trust. Not that nothing bad will ever happen, but that even if it does, you will be there. You will hold them. You will carry them. You will never leave them to face it alone. Some of them are exhausted from trying to control the future, from planning for every scenario, from trying to eliminate every risk. Release them from that burden. Show them that control is an illusion, that they were never meant to manage the future, only to trust the one who holds it. For those who feel alone in their fear, who look around and think everyone else has it together, remind them that fear is universal, that everyone faces uncertainty, and that they're not weak for feeling afraid. They're human, and you meet humans where they are. Protect their mind from catastrophic thinking, from imagining the worst, from spiraling into fear. Bring clarity, bring peace. Bring trust that displaces the anxiety. Help them release tomorrow. To stop carrying what hasn't happened yet. To trust you with outcomes they can't control. To live fully in today without being paralyzed by fear of tomorrow. Teach them to take life one day at a time, one breath at a time, one step at a time, not worrying about next week, not fearing next year, just trusting you with today, and letting tomorrow take care of itself, who experienced devastation before, and are terrified it will happen again. Heal that wound. Show them that their past doesn't define their future, that what happened before doesn't mean it will happen again, and even if it does, you will be there, just like you were before. Replace their fear with faith, their anxiety with assurance, their worry with trust, not because the future is certain, but because you are faithful. Help them see that most of what they fear will never happen. That worry is often wasted energy on things that never come to pass. And that even when hard things do come, you give strength for that day, not before, not in advance, but exactly when they need it. Let them feel your presence today, not as a distant concept, but as a real, tangible nearness. A whisper that says, I've got this, I've got you, I've got your future. And you do. You always have, you always will. Give them courage to face tomorrow, not because they know what's coming, but because they know who's already there. You, waiting, preparing, working all things together. Father, let this be the moment they release the future into your hands. Stop carrying it, stop controlling it, stop fearing it, and trust that you are good. You are faithful, and you have plans for them, plans for hope, plans for a future. Plans that are better than anything they could orchestrate themselves. Take one more slow breath. Let it settle deep. You don't have to fear tomorrow. God is already there. He sees what's coming, and He's preparing the way. Your future is not uncertain to Him. It's already known, already planned, already held. And you are safe in His hands. The fear you're carrying is based on things that haven't happened, and most of them never will. But even if they do, you won't face them alone. God will be there, just like He is right now. Walk into today knowing tomorrow is already in His care. You don't have to carry it. You don't have to control it. You don't have to fear it. You just have to trust. And He will do the rest. If this prayer spoke to your heart as a declaration, a surrender, a release of fear into the hands of the One who already holds tomorrow, you are not walking alone. May God walk with you today and guide every step you take.